All right, all right. I'm late. I know. I was enjoying Kathy's live. She was playing stuff I hadn't seen before. So please don't come over here if you're hanging out over there. Please stay and support Kathy. This is a rewatch stream, unless you're baking with me and need this recipe. But the recipe is posted. I'm sure everybody can figure it out. Oh, our wind's picking up crazy. I'm just finishing my cigarette right quick, and then I'll turn the camera on and we'll go in and start baking. I got everything ready. One thing, hopefully, people who are baking along with me noticed, if you have your carrots, which you might be delayed a little bit, but you have to take your carrots, shred them, and then you mix them with your brown sugar and let it sit for a while, for an hour. So we're going to be kind of doing everything else while they finish sitting. They've been sitting for about 20 minutes as of now in brown sugar. So we're going to kind of delay a little bit here, but it shouldn't take us very long. It has to bake for like 45 minutes. We're not going to stay on that entire time. Um, I'll either come back and make the frosting and show you guys how to put it together, which most of you should. Everybody knows how to do a cake. I mean, no big deal. There is not a frosting recipe with this cake. I did see too, but it's a simple cream cheese frosting, stick of butter, thing of cream cheese, some vanilla, powdered sugar. You're good to go basically. Nothing fancy, nothing hard. This is a really interesting cake. I'm excited to see how it turns out. The recipe does call for 2 10-inch round cake pans, but I'm doing it different. I'm going to use 3 8-inch round pans. So I got those ready to go. So hold on 1 minute and we'll go back in. Hey, Am. Hey, Revival. Mark, I don't know if you're which stream you're in now. I was going back and forth. I was listening to Kathy while I was getting this ready. Kyle was using the microwave too, so that's loud. And I was messing with our ice. Our ice thing on our freezer keeps getting jammed up. It's really annoying. What y'all up to? Oh, one thing I want to clear up. I said earlier on my live stream today, which was really silly. I don't even know why I said it, which I don't even, but never mind. I won't even clear it up. But there was something I was going to tell you guys. Oh, by the way, to that new clip channel, I guess I'm on my backup channel, but to the new channel that clips me, bro, if you want me to repost you, which that's usually the intent of clip channels, and I would have no problem. Like, I'm proud of what I say and stand for. I have no problem with that. But stop being a pussy and deleting comments. Like, that's some pussy ass shit. Sorry, I'm gonna say it like it is. This is my backup channel, and this is where I say whatever the hell I want to, do whatever the hell I want to. That's for that. But stop. You take all the fun out of it. Like, people don't like these people, okay? And stop. I hate that shit. I hate that shit. The comments weren't even bad. They were just truthful. Stop deleting comments. Can't stand that shit. I don't delete shit. There are so many negative comments in my streams all the time, or not in my streams, in my comment section. Hey, Mark. I just crack up about it though. I'm like, seriously, people. So until you stop deleting comments, I won't repost you. And like I said, I'm sure that's your intent to grow your channel, but you're going to try and watch me. Yeah, stay over there. Support Kathy. If she's going live, you guys, this is just a baking live stream. Nothing important, nothing fancy here. I did post the recipe on both channels, so you guys can follow along if you'd like to. But please, I didn't know she was going live at this time, and we were just waiting on everybody to get groceries and stuff. So, okay, let's turn the camera on. I put a shirt on, so we're in business. I have clothes on. Well, kind of semi-dressed.
Wouldn't you be in business without clothes on?
Tell her I said she'll probably hear a lot of them today. Okay.
Can you hear me?
What?
Wouldn't you be in business without clothes on?
Go away.
I'm just saying.
Okay, girls, I'm live.
All right, hold on.
Okay, thank you. All right, let's go. Am, did you get your groceries? Am's probably like, Becky, would you shut up today? My poor girls. So my carrots are soaking in the brown sugar. There's a lot of juice. The other thing that I noticed in the comment section in the reviews on that was that it's too moist. So they suggested to strain the crushed pineapple. So I am straining. I'll add a little bit of the juice back in, but probably not much. And then raisins. I am not going to add the walnuts that it calls for because Kyle is not a big nut person. I know. I need to come on here in a robe. You guys probably will end up. like chances are I probably will be in a swimsuit top numerous times this summer. I'm over like being, I mean, it's the summer here. It's going to be probably not very conducive to clothing. I also started flowering my pans already. I have flour sitting in them. Yes, we will dump them before we do this any further. These are 8-inch rounds. For those of you that don't know what that is, you spray your pan and then you add flour so the coating doesn't stick to the
I
sides.
put that there because she's gonna be patient.
Okay, that's fair.
So,
Kenzie just moved the chair to block the girls from coming in. Ovens are at 350.
If it stops her from running around.
I don't know why people get so offended by language, truthfully. I've always had a hard time with that. Can you drop a link? Oh, Britt, shit. Let me see. Let me see if I can do it. I always have a hard time dropping. Copy. Oh shit, I'm on the wrong channel. Hold on. Okay, that should give you a link, Britt, I think. To be able to come up. Okay, so we got 6 cups of grated carrots and 1 cup of brown sugar in here that's already mixed together because it sits for a while. Mark. Okay, now what we're gonna do, so that's sitting. After it sits for a little while, we'll add in the raisins to it. We're gonna grease and flour our 10-inch rounds, which we've already got 3 8-inch rounds greased and floured. Now we're gonna get our eggs out and white sugar, oil, and vanilla. I'm just gonna use my hand mixer today instead of dirtying my big mixer. So I got bowls set aside here. So it calls for 4 eggs. Give me 1 second. Oh, Britt, I see you. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I saw it flash out of the corner of my eye. Okay, Britt, your camera's off, so I'm going to add you to stage, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, there you go.
So I think I know what Kinsey could possibly have, and it mimics lupus because I have it.
Ugh. Is that what they thought you had for a while?
Yeah. That red mark that you showed on your community tab.
Yeah.
I have that, and it's not lupus. It's called Steele's disease.
Skills?
Steals, like you're
Steals.
stealing something.
Uh-huh.
It's rare, but it's an autoimmune arthritis, and it runs in the family, but it will skip many generations. So what if Kinsey has that? What probably happened is her great grandmother or a family member might have had it, because it skips multiple generations before it shows up, but it can show up in your early 20s, because that's when I got diagnosed. So before you have her tested for lupus, have her tested for that.
Well, her lupus test already came back. Her blood work has already came back positive, but they were trying to figure out if there could be another answer because it does overlap. So I will make sure to mention that though and see what they say, because she tested positive for RA. Is that typical too, that they test positive for all these other things and then?
Yes.
Okay, that's what.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I will definitely check into that.
And it was too long to write in comments, so I was like, drop a link. I could probably help.
You're totally good. I will do some research into that because I've never even heard of that. There's so much stuff out here that I've never heard of. So
I do have a question though. Does her neck and body lock up for no apparent reason? Like, does she have lock up where all of a sudden she'll, like, her wrist, her neck, maybe her legs?
Sis, Where'd she go? She in her room. Sometimes, like, it doesn't lock up, like, not to where she can't, but she definitely kind of has some issues with joints and stuff. She doesn't seem to like have frozen joints, if that's what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
But she gets a lot of body pain and a lot of like knee stuff going on. Hey, everybody coming in. Hey, Duchess.
Well, try her for the steals, because that's what that rash does. I have had that rash all over my body before, and it had nothing to do with lupus. And that was the steals flaring up. But it can gimmicks lupus, like it, and it's hard to diagnose because it mimics lupus.
Oh, that's horrible.
So that's what was like, wait a minute, she might have that. Hi, husband.
Hi, Brittany.
You're very handsome.
Thank you.
Don't make his head any bigger than it is, Britt.
No, I have to. I'm the second wife.
Now they're gonna say, "Look at, we told y'all."
Yes, we're polygamist.
You're hearing it first here.
And any of you tragedy pimps like Betty or Molly, no, you cannot have Kyle, and no, you cannot put a bag on your significant other's head and have a picture of Kyle on the bag.
No, you cannot pretend that he's yours.
No,
Only on bad days. Well, no, on
'Cause
bad days, Britt gets him. So,
because I'm convinced that's what Molly does.
ew.
Gross.
I'm sorry.
Kyle's like, I'm never going to sleep with my eyes closed again.
I'm sorry, Kyle. But yeah, have her tested for that, because that rash looks like something I have. In fact, I would put my camera on, but I've got a rash on my arm, and it looks gross, so I don't really want to show it.
Yeah, you don't have to. That's really fine. I'll absolutely check into it and ask for doctors about it because I've never heard of that for sure. And I
'Cause
know, go ahead.
it will come and go, and sometimes it itches like a bitch. So if her face is starting to itch like it's on fire, that's the autoimmune arthritis. That's
you-
the stuff.
Does it get hot, really
Yeah.
hot, like to the touch?
Exactly.
That's what I was. Hers gets really warm.
And if she gets headaches on the side of the head, that's not a normal headache. That's the arthritis.
That's the arthritis too. Oh, he was diagnosed with R8 at 22. I'm 64. I had a beautiful life, and I'm still learning about all this. There's so many Grammy B for sure. For those of you that don't know what we're talking about, we were talking about Kenzie earlier. Here, I'll show you. If you're just coming in, this is what we're discussing.
Sorry it took over your live. I was
No.
just like, I was Kenzie's age, and that's when I got diagnosed. And
You've been through it before. Okay, Britt, entertain for a second. I'm gonna go give Dexter treats.
oh, they can't see my screen, so I can't dance. Sorry, guys, I'm useless.
No, you're wrong. There's just so many things that can mimic so much other. Like we've been really slow about her diagnosis and, trying to make sure that things are what they seem to be.
I can help.
Kyle, take your shirt off.
Good.
Oh, Kyle's doing it for me. Kyle's gonna do it for me.
He didn't like my suggestion. I told him take his shirt off.
Oh, he had it. Did you have your? He'll have it off soon. He's been working on his tan. He had it off last night. He was out there trying to get a tan last night. He didn't get much. I get darker than him way faster.
I got a lip.
Not much. I'm getting a lot more color than he is. Can I stand beside me? Let me see it. Who's got? It's hard to tell with our tattoos too. But yeah, I'm darker than you still.
Nope.
Yeah.
There's a lot more black on
Ha
mine.
ha. Ha ha. I got a better tan line than you. Well, probably not actually. Your legs are so
My
white.
legs are white.
His poor legs
Hey,
are.
Nonsense, can you show me the picture real quick? I want to see one thing.
Of Kenzie's face?
Sorry. Yeah, sorry I took over your life.
No, you're okay. You're
It's about time you come up, Brittany.
You're totally okay. I couldn't. She asked me to come up earlier, and I couldn't. I don't know how to drop a link when I'm on my phone.
Yep. Yeah, that looks exactly like.
It was
That
so
looks-
crazy.
Yeah, that looks like my rash on my arm right now.
Commander, I have thought about MCAS so often because of the histamine, but they did do blood work with the histamine levels, and so far they say that that's not what's going on. I should go grab. She's got like 14 pages of blood work that she just had done, and her Hashimoto's though she definitely has Hashimoto's. They did say absolutely, but her thyroid is doing pretty good at the moment.
The thing about if she has my form of arthritis, she can put it in remission. I put it in remission with vitamins. I still get the rash, but I'm nowhere near like the pain I was in. So you can manage it if she has it. The only annoying thing that I find annoying, and I can't see chat, so I can't answer questions if anybody has any, but the only thing I find annoying is the rash comes and goes. You can't really control it, but everything else you can control. It's just the rash is more about an insecurity thing, honestly, because you never know where it's gonna pop up.
Yeah. So far, hers has not done anything besides her face. That's why they also are saying it's like the typical lupus rash.
Now, if it starts spreading and it goes away within 24 hours, like if it comes and goes 24 hours later, that's a definite symptom, because that's what I deal with. My rash doesn't always stay, it comes and goes. Sorry, I have like 5 dogs in my house.
You're fine, Brett. You're totally fine. I have one sitting here begging. Do you deal with a lot of pain with the other stuff? I don't want to give your diagnosis away, but do you deal with...
You can ask anything. I don't care. You're nonsense.
I am a lot of nonsense. But do you deal with pain like daily? I'm sure you do.
So, not from my cerebral palsy, because I don't know if many people know in the chat, and I did not mean to take this over. I was just like,
you're good.
So not with my cerebral palsy. What I mostly deal with is if the steel, which is what it's called, if it's flared up. Because believe it or not, it's a lot worse. When I feel it the most is when it's really, really hot.
Oh, yeah.
Or when it goes from, say it's raining one day and then the next day it's sunny. When it's a drastic weather change, I notice it. But that's because of my rheumatoid arthritis, which is basically what Steels is. It's just a form of rheumatoid arthritis, but it mimics the symptom of lupus. Like, I was told one minute I had lupus, then the next minute, because it was locking up my neck and my head, like I was having chronic headaches, that I had a brain tumor, and then
Oh my
like
God.
I was told everything under the sun. One minute it was, oh, you've got carpal tunnel because you walk on a walker. Well, that isn't going to stop anytime soon, so tell me how to fix it. And then they did the test. That came back negative. And so I've literally been tested for everything, just like Kenzie at Kenzie's age.
Yeah.
So when you said it may be lupus, but then I saw the rash, I was like, wait, no.
Yeah. At first we were thinking that, well, they brought lupus up when we first moved here with the switch of the new doctor. All of her blood work was coming back positive. There was all these specialty, you know how the rheumatologists order
Yeah.
everything under the sun and things that don't make sense, or
Yeah.
I have no idea what a lot of them are, but they were lupus markers, and they started bringing that up, and we like pushed back on it. And then we thought, okay, maybe it's just anxiety type hives that she was getting. And
Yeah. See, I have anxiety too, but like at the time, I was just like, tell me what's wrong. I don't care if you tell me I have to stand on my, head. Just tell me what's wrong.
just give me an answer. Yeah.
Yeah. So at that point, I didn't care. I was like, if it's lupus, I'll deal with it. If it's like a brain tumor, does that mean I get a hot, sexy nurse to like take care of me? Like that. I had to make jokes like that because I was like not gonna sit there. If I sat there and let it scare me, then there was no like getting better. It was just gonna overtake me. So I'm the type of patient, okay, if you tell me I possibly have a brain tumor, well, does that mean I get a hot, sexy nurse? Like, do I get a hot doctor? Like, I'm gonna make that joke to not only make you laugh, but to make myself more comfortable.
Got to deal with it with humor a lot of times. A lot of people that have chronic illness, that's the best way that people find to deal with it, is through humor and laughing, and morbid sense of humor is like,
yeah, I will admit it, I have a morbid sense of humor, but I've had so many leg surgeries. I've had, this. I would say out of the two, between cerebral palsy and the rheumatoid arthritis, I would say that was more of a challenge than anything.
More challenging, yeah.
The cerebral palsy, I could kick that in the ass all day. I've lived with it my whole life. But I was Kinsey's age, and I went from, I was a straight A student in high school and having a job to I could barely get out of bed because I would have headaches and I would have fevers, which is one of the other symptoms. You get like a fever and, you're like, I don't want to move. I just want to lay in a dark room because that's the only thing that helps.
Yeah. Yeah, you've been through it. You've been through it. You remind me a lot of Kenzie.
So when she goes through a new challenge, I'm like, oh, girl, don't give up. I know it's hard and I know it smacks you in the face. And it's definitely hard when they tell you it may be this, it may be that. So
it's a pain in the butt. It's like
it really is.
It's like, and you know the drill. You got to have a rheumatologist, a neurologist, an endocrinologist, a dermatologist, a gastroenterologist. I mean, she's got them all. She's got it. It gets old real fast. And I just realized how bad my gray is coming in. Mark, yes, it's always looked like a butterfly. Always.
Oh, I have a baseball hat on, but I'm covering up my gray. So, yeah.
You don't have gray hair.
Oh, if I put this camera on, you'd be like, surprise.
Hey, that's just a sign of our spiciness, though.
But at least my hair doesn't look as bad as Betty's.
That's true.
It's not that bad yet.
That's true.
You'd get rid of me if I didn't have gray hair.
Yeah, I like men with gray hair. That's attractive to me. Like, I love the salt and pepper hair. I love it.
Yeah, I have to say this to Kyle. If you ever shave your head, I'm breaking up with you.
I hear that a lot, actually. Because I used to shave my head because my hair grows so fast. I was sick of dealing with it, so I would just shave my head all the time. And Becky saw pictures of me with my head shaved, and she's like, "No, you're going to be single if you do that."
Find one of those pictures with your hair really short or your head shaved. He looks totally. When he was younger, he looked good with it, But when he got older and his face slimmed down, when your face was rounder, you looked okay with the hair. But now that your face is slimmer,
So I got to tell Kyle a story. I was in my living room earlier, and my sister, because my good walker I only use for going out. Like, I have a good walker that does not have dog hair in the wheels. My crappy walker that's over like 20 years old has, dog hair on it. And I use that around my house because I've got 7 dogs. And my sister looked at my wheel and she goes, Brittany, your back wheel is no longer a wheel. It's just a like weird, odd egg shape.
You put that many miles on it that you wore out your wheels?
Oh, they're completely my old walker. I'm surprised it's still holding it together.
Well,
It's completely.
we should rebuild it.
I'm scared you're gonna make me like a seat that like slingshots me out, and then I'm not gonna know how to control this thing.
Now, whenever I build something, I always build it for the client. Like when I built that motorcycle, I build it for the client and what they need. So
Yeah,
I could build you something.
my walker is gonna be like my old walker. You're gonna be like, we can't rebuild that. We just might as well rebuild it from start over. It's old.
Yeah.
I'm tough on my walkers though. I mean, I broke a walker in half once.
what the hell are you out there doing with those walkers, Britt?
Oh, okay, so it technically wasn't my fault that it broke in half. A family member had a pool deck and part of it wasn't built, and I fell in the part that wasn't built, and I caught myself from falling all the way in. So when I fell, I let go of the walker. Well, the walker front bar, because I walk with my walker, I walk pulling it behind me because I have the muscles in my stomach to hold myself up. So my walker is flipped around, not like the older people. And so when I fell, I let go, and my walker, I guess, hit the ground at just the right angle, but the bar split in half. And I had to call my walker guy and say, I've got to go to work tomorrow and I need you to come fix this. And he was like, I don't even know how.
You got skills.
Sounds like you need to stay away from construction zones.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, we can make you one.
But
We're close now.
when are you going to give me a ride on the motorcycle? Do I have to play the handicap card for you to give me a ride on the motorcycle? Because I will totally use my disability for that.
If you ever get to Arizona, I can give you a ride on it. I built the motorcycle, so it probably wouldn't make it all the way to Texas.
Oh,
Makes it down the block most of the time.
You got to remember who built it. I did. So it makes it to my parents' house sometimes. Sometimes it only makes it to the gas station. It looks good and it runs okay. Not bad for how many I built, but yeah, I'll definitely give you a ride on it sometime.
okay.
It's not comfortable by any means.
I actually want a Brit.
Yeah, she won't ride on it because she knows who built it.
No, it's not that. It's just it's a chopper. It's not a 2-seater. Give me a sidecar and I'd be good to go.
Yeah, it's bumpy. It's loud. It's
I
basically.
want to see Becky in a sidecar. I want to see that.
I would love it.
Yeah,
That'd be my jam.
if we put a motor in the sidecar, then when the bike breaks down, you could drive us home.
We found these 3-wheelers. There was this lady with a 3-wheeler. She actually had a handicap placard on it. and she was cruising.
Oh, yeah.
She had it all decked out with LED lights and everything. It was amazing though.
Yeah.
She was cruising down the road with her groceries and everything.
There's a lot of people here that only walk on 2 wheels.
Yeah, a lot.
I pissed off.
Okay,
I
so-
was at a veteran thing for my friend because his parents own a veteran thing, or they used to. And I pissed off these fake, and I use fake with quotations. Don't come after me when I explain the whole story. You'll be like, oh yeah, those people were fake. But they fake getting a handicap placard because they were just overweight,
Oh,
and they used it to get a handicap placard. And I go walking by on my walker, and the placard is on their bike, which means when it's on a car, it's even more like that is even more expensive. And like, you, if your car or bike is actually recognized as a disabled vehicle, like that means more than the handicap sticker.
oh, really? I didn't know that there was a difference. I didn't
Well,
know.
it's the same thing, but like they take the placard, the plates as a bigger deal because you took the time to put the plates on the vehicle. Me, I'm just too lazy, and I'm like, I'm handicapped. You want to argue with me? I'll get out the car and you'll see my point of view. But you can get them put on vehicles, and these people faked it just because they were chunky and they didn't want to lose weight, and they
Well,
put it.
Playing devil's advocate, though, a lot of times medical issues can lead. We were just watching an episode the other day on somebody who he was
Yeah.
partially paralyzed and bedridden, and he had
Mhm.
gained, what was he?
700 and something.
He was 700 and some pounds because he couldn't move from the waist down. He had no movement. So there is some people that,
There
Wait,
are some people, but these people were openly.
yeah,
They
I get what
seen
you're saying. There's a time and place. Absolutely.
Yeah, they
It's-
were openly faking it. And
Yeah.
so I busted them out as I was walking by their car. They go, "Oh, you need a handicap placard." I was like, I'm not too lazy to walk across the parking lot to my friend's car. And I got in the car and left. And my friend was behind me, and he was like, they're back there scratching their heads. I go, good. They should be ashamed of themselves. They're faking it. They're making it known that they are faking it. Good. They should be ashamed.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, people will use anything at times. There's just certain people that will fake anything. I
Yeah.
get what for sure.
Remember when I wanted to go yell at the guy in the restaurant?
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, down here we have a lot of elderly people, disabled people, and people just do all sorts of stuff crazy.
The elderly people love me. They want to race me, and I'm like, I'm not taking out an old person.
That sounds like something your dad would do. Your dad would be like, "You want to race?" That's what he would do.
Yeah,
He would be all about that.
I'm not
All right.
taking.
You want to stay on here while I tell them what I'm doing here, Britt, or do you want to?
I don't care if you want me to. If you want me to get down and be a moderator,
No, you're fine. You can stay on here. I'm just going to tell them what I'm doing here. So
I
they know.
can't see the comments, unfortunately.
Everybody's under control. It's just this is the good chat, so nobody gets out of control. So now what I'm going to do is I took 4 eggs, white sugar, oil, and vanilla. So now we're just going to mix this up. I'm just using my hand mixer. It'll be loud for just a minute.
I don't care.
And hello, everybody that's came in. Hey, Duchess, good to see you. I hope you have a happy Easter, and everybody else that I missed. KCG, Grammy B,
Hey, everybody.
Commander. All right. Almost there. Okay, so that's mixed in. I'm going to stir the carrots again. The carrots and brown sugar, so they've been sitting in brown sugar. So I'm just stirring them up again. We'll add the raisins to them shortly. Did you find some vegan dishes, Britt?
What? I think my mom did. I did not.
I've never eaten vegan food. Honestly, I don't know.
I was confused because I was like, what do we feed them? Because they're two of my sister's friends. And I was like, I started, because I misheard my sister, and I thought she said vegetarian. So I looked up vegetarian, and then my sister goes, no, my friends are vegan. And I'm like, oh, that's a wholly different thing.
Yeah, totally different thing because it's no animal products from what I understand. I don't even really know much about
no animal products, even like if it's like you milked a cow, they consider that not nice, I believe.
I wouldn't be able to do that. Okay, I'm mixing one more time. So I just added a cup of pineapple to this and a little bit of the juice. So I'm gonna mix that into the wet batter. Okay, I will admit this doesn't look very good right now. It looks a little interesting at the moment. Now we're gonna do our dry ingredients. So we're gonna do 3 cups of flour. Oh, I gotta find all these. I gotta get my stool out.
How tall are you? Because you look taller online than I think you actually.
Do I really?
Yeah, you look a lot taller, so I laugh when you say I've got to get my stool out because I'm like, you look tall.
Where is my stool? Speaking of which, hey, hold on, I'll be right back. Sis, where's my stool?
In the fridge.
Oh, other side of the fridge. She put it on the other side of the fridge.
I thought she said in the fridge. I was like,
I'm 5'3". I'm only 5'3". I'm short. I'm not very big. I look a lot bigger on camera than I think I am in real life. The camera definitely does add like a different look to people. In real life, I think, where's Anne? If Anne or Christina are in here, they can tell you. I don't know if I look similar in person than I do online or not. I notice like Am is tiny. She's tiny. She's itty bitty little thing. And in her videos, she looks way different than she does in real life. She looks stunning in her videos, but she is so pretty and she's just tiny little thing.
I like her badass tattoos on her hand. I'm not brave enough to do that shit. That sounds painful.
Am's beautiful. She's beautiful in person.
I want more though. I'm getting that itch.
What's funny, most of my friends are like extremely tall too. They are like 5'9", 5'10", 5'7". I'm the little short one. Always have been.
I'm the shortest one in my friend group too.
Are you?
Mm-hmm. I'm only 5 foot.
You're only 5 foot too?
Yeah, barely even 5 foot. Barely. Like, technically, I should say I'm 4'11", but I'm like, no, I'm not saying that.
My girls, they thought the little one, they were trying to put her on growth hormones actually because they were worried about her catching up because she was so little. She was tiny and they didn't expect her to be over 4'10". They were thinking she was going to be so, oh, sorry, I'm talking into the closet. She was going to be so delayed. And sure as shit, she picked up the pace and she caught up, and she's definitely taller now. She's like 4'10" now. Her sister is going to be all legs.
Now, which one's the little? Like, which
Alana.
one? Okay, that's what I thought.
Alana's the littlest. Aaliyah's the middle.
Okay.
Aaliyah's all legs, though. She's tall. Like, Aaliyah's going to be really tall. I don't know where she got those genetics. Not me. Or her mom. Her mom is... Liz is like 5'6".
No, she's the same height as me.
What?
I think she's the same height as me.
No, because she's taller than me, and you're the same height as me.
I'm taller than you.
You're not much taller than me. Shush it.
You're 5'3".
Oh, Kenzie, this is all of them. That's their biggest claim to fame, is that they're taller than me.
I am taller than you.
They think it's the best. Okay, now we got 3 cups of flour, and now we're gonna add 4 teaspoons of cinnamon. I'm gonna try to get this done so I can go back and join Kathy. Kathy always pulls out stuff I've never seen.
Oh yeah, when she pulls out receipts,
Yeah, she does so good on her Betty content. Like, I really enjoy Kathy's Betty content. I mean, I
I
enjoy.
do too.
She finds stuff like, it's so weird to me because we all have such different interests of what we find problematic and what we find interesting. And I love it because Kathy picks out stuff that's similar. Like, me and her like can bounce off each other. Similar things, similar wheelhouse, but we pick up on different things.
Yeah.
That's the thing, and we can call out different. Like, we can look at the same clip and call it out differently, and both like find very. It's just crazy to watch it happen. But Kathy is really. I like Kathy a lot. She has done really well. She is a good soul, and she is a great mama. Let me tell you, she is such an incredible mom. She loves those kids. Now I'm adding 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda. This is just my dry ingredients here. Sorry, I get to doing this and then I forget to tell anybody. Everybody's got the recipes. They know what to do. I'm definitely not teaching anybody how to cook. That's for sure, because everybody knows.
Now, are you one of those people when you make a carrot cake, you draw a carrot cake on the carrot, like a carrot on the carrot cake?
Well, to be truthful, this is the first time I've made a homemade carrot cake. This is my first attempt at a homemade carrot cake. Normally, I just eat it at a restaurant. I've never made one myself. So this is the first time.
Oh.
So probably not. I do have all the stuff. I have a whole decorating kit and stuff that I could do fancy designs on. Maybe we will. I don't know. So now
I want to come eat your caramel.
Ooh,
That's what I want.
that caramel, I'll be honest, is not just because it's my family's recipe either, but it is fantastic. It is some of the best caramel. My mom is a hell of a cook. My mom is incredibly talented in the kitchen.
Kathy got mad at me because I kept telling her to make a cheesecake.
Cheesecake. I know she said she was up baking pies last night. She said she's making. I didn't hear it though. I was trying to prep this stuff and listen to her at the same time. Did she say she was making the banana stuff I made, or is she doing the one that?
No, she wants to make the squares with the icing, the one she made.
That, well, Mitten Mama. I'm excited, Grammy B. I'm excited. I've never tried a homemade one, so I'm really excited. The one thing I'm wondering if I should have done is soaked my raisins to plump them back up a little bit, but I think there's enough moisture in here that it'll do fine. Mitten Mama made, somebody was saying that she made a banana strawberry like pudding, like an old banana pudding type thing with strawberries and bananas. I'm not a fan of mixed fruits usually with stuff like that, but I bet it's good. Everybody's got all their good recipes out right now. Okay, so now we got our dry ingredients, and now we've got our wet ingredients. So I'm going to mix them together.
By the way, I'm just sitting here watching because I find it relaxing.
No, you're fine, Britt. You're totally fine. Thanks for joining me. You're actually keeping me company. Normally, I just ramble at the screen.
Now, do you make banana pudding? Or
Don't make banana pudding. I make for like banana cream pie and stuff. I prefer a homemade vanilla pudding
yeah.
with bananas added to it. I don't like banana pudding. Oh, where'd my garbage bag go?
Sorry.
You're okay.
Now I'm stuck.
Yeah, stuck my ass like a cat. Okay, turning my mixer on again. Now we're just mixing the dry and the wet ingredients together.
Yeah.
It looks a little interesting if I'm being honest. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. It's thick. Some people were saying they add like cloves to their carrot cake.
I'm not a big carrot cake person, so I'm the wrong person to ask.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't cloves. It was nutmeg, not cloves.
Yeah.
Cloves would be. I'm not a nutmeg person at all either. I don't like robust flavors usually. Pretty minor. Okay, now we're adding the carrots and the raisins and the brown sugar that have been soaking. This is a big batch. This is going to be a lot of cake. It's 6 cups of carrots. It seems like a lot of carrots.
Yeah, that does.
I guess we'll all have good eyesight. All right. Maybe I should have used my big mixer. Oh well. Okay, now it looks like carrot cake. With the raisins and the carrots in it. Now it's got the right coloring. All right, I'll show you guys in just a second what I'm doing. Then I'm gonna make some mini cheesecakes too. I'll do that tomorrow though. All right. That's that. I'm gonna chuck these out. Grab my pans and then I'll throw it in the oven. Oh, all the carrots are stuck. Hold on, let me show you guys. Look at how much batter that makes.
That's a lot of batter.
I'm worried that
You might have 2.
yeah, I might have more than 3 8-inch. That's a lot of batter. It's a heck of a lot of batter.
Now the dogs will eat it.
Wow, the dog will eat it, yeah. Okay, I'm right here just rinsing stuff off. Give me 1 second. We'll see how this is. Anybody else make carrot cake? Anybody that's in here? Britt said she doesn't.
That's what I'm looking for. Does anybody?
I'll be interested to see what it tastes like. We'll see. The baked cheesecake I made was really good, but it wasn't very sweet. It was a little tangier, or not tangier, a little bit bland, if I'm being critical of it. I mean, it was good. I think most people would think it was good, but I'm just really critical. So, okay, so we got 1 pan, 1 8-inch. Hold on. Let me get the other 3.
You know what you should teach them how to do, or show them how you do, is the fried tacos.
Oh, the sugar tacos?
Yeah, those are really good.
Those are super simple, babe.
Well,
I think
people
most
that don't
people-
cook like me.
I know, but I think most of my subs cook. I'm pretty sure most of them, and a lot of them enjoy cooking.
Mark,
I'd rather bake, but that's
You would rather bake?
yeah.
I would rather. I'm not a fan of baking. I do a lot of it, but I'm not a fan. Cookies especially. Cookies drive me nuts. Baking cookies is so tedious and annoying to me.
but I like it.
But Kyle loves it, and so do the girls.
I would rather bake, but that's
All right. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
yeah.
Okay, I'm ready to The girls like to bake cookies. Okay, 3 8-inch pans works. I'm gonna have to put a pan underneath them just to make sure to see how much they rise. Okay, this looks a little iffy. It's not that lemon pound cake I make is phenomenal.
Oh no, that pound cake in general,
I love
that's the way to win my heart.
You would like that stuff. That is it is so good. It's not heavy lemon flavored, but it is so freaking good. And it's super easy. Super, super easy. That's one of my favorite cakes I make. I'm a big fan of lemon though. I like lemon.
Yeah, me too.
I have this big old ham taking up half of my kitchen sink. It's annoying.
Okay, I've been on StreamYard with you, and the last thing I've thought about is eating, so I don't know how Molly and Betty can eat on camera, and it. Ugh.
A lot of people eat on camera. And
I couldn't.
It's weird.
I couldn't do it. I'm sorry.
I have issues with sounds.
Yeah, that's me. I'm like, I don't want to be like. Mm-mm.
Okay, there they are. Susie, it all fits. They actually work out great. I'm gonna put a pan underneath them just to make sure. But
Yeah.
3 8-inch rounds works great. So it calls for 2 10-inch. I actually have more than 2 10-inch because this would be 24 inches and 2 10s would be 20. So this is actually more space than what it even calls for. So I'm assuming they don't raise a whole lot, but we're gonna do 3 layers. And I actually was telling Revival, I was like, maybe it's one that you can freeze part of it. We'll see. Okay, make a noise again. Sorry. All right, I'm gonna cheat and put them on a pan so in case they spill over. We'll do that, and then I will do one more. Just to be on the safe side. So now they're gonna go in the oven for 45 minutes. That's it. How are you, Susie? Okay.
Susie.
One in, and here's the other one. That's it. That's all. Not too tricky. Now we're going to set the timer for 45 minutes. Okay, that's that. And I'm not going to make my frosting yet because I'm worried that, well, I want to make sure my cakes turn out before I make a shit ton of cream cheese frosting. Cream cheese is getting spendy.
Yeah.
Not
So
terrible.
are eggs.
Still. Oh, eggs. I paid $7 something for a 24 pack. I was like, what the hell? They're going back up again too.
My mom, Easter is her favorite holiday.
Yeah.
And she loves for us kids, even though we're all adults. And I'm damn near 40. She's like, will you still color eggs?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Coloring eggs is fun. My girls don't have the patience for that. They're just not thrilled.
See, my family, patience or not, it would have been like, you're gonna like it and you're gonna have fun.
Yeah. You're going to enjoy it. Chopper Lily, I'm excited to see how it turns out, to be honest. This is the first time I've made it. So we'll see how it looks. I got to switch out the thumbnail before I get reported, too. Just joking. Who does smart ass? All right, y'all. That's all there is to it. I will post a picture of the completed cake when it cools and it's done. And then if anybody wants frosting stuff, I can show you how to do that. The cheesecake, I'm not going to even show you how to do that because I've showed you guys 5,000 times. I'm just doing the no-bake cheesecake, the little ones for non-carrot cake eaters. I'm doing that.
I'll be over to get my cheesecake.
Come on over. Come on over. We'll have plenty of food. I got my rolls raising already. In fact, I should check on them. They're over here. Yeah. It's still raising. They'll be ready to bake tonight. So I got my rolls baking, my ham defrosting, and my carrot cake in the oven. I'm making mashed potatoes tomorrow. My mother-in-law's bringing a vegetable.
Now, does your family do green bean casserole?
Not usually for Easter. We do at Thanksgiving and Christmas if we're doing
Okay.
hummingbird cake. What is that, Susie?
I've never heard of that.
I haven't either. I've never heard of hummingbird cake. Never.
I would think that wouldn't be very much protein. They're so small.
He's such a smart ass. Can't take him anywhere. Babe, you can turn that on. You can turn the volume on.
It's still qualifying. It's okay.
Okay. I'm almost done. All right, Britt, is there anything else you wanted to talk?
No, I just wanted to tell you to get Kinsey tested for that because it may be that as well.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that because I still am hopeful that it's not, but
And it could not be lupus. Like I said,
yeah.
it came up as, oh, you have lupus, and then they did the test, and they were like, no, you don't. And they were telling me I had the markers and stuff before I even had the test.
I've heard that that's pretty common. There's a lot of people that I know that have been, well, misdiagnosed or differential diagnoses here and there, and then finally they'll get an answer, and it's like some rare genetic.
Yeah, that was me. Like,
Yeah.
they thought I had everything under the sun, and then they finally did the test for steels, and they were like, oh, you don't have any of what we thought
But they knew you had cerebral palsy
at birth.
at birth. Okay, that's
Yeah, actually, if I'm getting technical, 3 days after birth. But yeah, it was like I was born at 28 weeks, had a brain aneurysm, it popped, and it basically affects the part of my brain where it says, okay, this is how you walk, but the other part of my brain is completely fine.
You've been through it, Britt. Goodness.
Hey, I was supposed to be worse, so I'm just like, whatever.
You're a walking miracle. It's banana and pineapple. Susie, I'm going to try that. I'm going to look it up as soon as I get off here and see what it is because it sounds interesting. Disney chef, that's probably out of my league.
Just keep an eye on Kinsey's rash, and if it starts spreading all over her, yeah, that's what it is.
We've been taking pictures and documenting like kind of what she's been doing around it, if she has anything on her face, like where we're at, if she's been in the sun. Sun seems to bother her. It does seem to kind of bring stuff on a little.
Like I said, for me, it gets more aggravated during the summer and in the winter and stuff. I'm completely fine.
Yeah, that's horrible though.
And like I said, there's not really anything you can do for the itchy. Like, you can take Benadryl, but the rash is gonna come and go within like 24 hours to a day. Like, it's gonna come. It's gonna come so sporadically that you're gonna be like, well, there's really no medicine that you can take for it because it comes so sporadically.
Randomly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll check into it. I'm going to do my research when we get off here for sure. So,
yeah. And if it starts locking up like her neck, her hands, that's definitely a symptom. Watch out if she starts getting a fever of like 100, 106, because that's the highest I got, and they wanted to admit me, and I was like, no, thank you. So keep an eye out for that.
I will. For sure.
It can and will go up to cause a fever where you can get to 106.
Yeah, that's trauma level fever, so we won't mess with it for sure. Susie, I have a picture of the net. Susie says it's pineapple and banana and pecans, which you can't have, but I'm sure there's an adaptation, Kyle. And then it's by a Disney chef who used to be Oprah's private chef. Oh, he's looking anyways. Never mind.
Huh? No, I was.
Oh, you're not looking at this. He's on OfferUp instead, but that's
Before you end it, can you show Queen Bella? Because I love her.
oh yeah, of course. Where is she? She's over here by Dad. Of course I can.
Bella's my favorite. I'd rather have Bella than Kiki.
There's Bella. She thinks all of these devices, though, they steal her soul. Like, she hates being on camera.
So does my dog.
She
She
thinks it's like
hates the camera.
the world's worst thing. You pull it out, and she's like, nope. And then there's this one who's like, attention, ho, here. What about me?
Hi, Dexter.
He's like, I'm the pretty boy.
He is pretty.
He's pretty much a pain in the ass all the time. All right, Britt, anything else you want to say before we hop out of here and go back to Kathy's?
No, sorry I took over.
Don't be sorry.
Thanks
Don't
for,
be sorry at all. Thanks for keeping me company.
Thanks for hopping on, Brittany. It was good talking
Yeah.
to you. You should do it again.
Yeah, we'll do it again sometime.
And when we figure out StreamYard on my channel, you, me, and Kathy can do one because I'm not doing it by myself. I'm too scared.
I'll come join you for sure.
Okay.
Okay. You know how to get out of here?
Yeah, just leave, right?
Yep. You just hit the X.
Okay.
Bye, Britt. Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye, everybody.
I don't even know if anybody's in here with us anymore.
Yeah.
We're just bullshitting. This was great, though. All right, y'all. I'm going to end this here. And I think she's still stuck here. Oh, I don't want to ban her. There. I got you out. I kicked you out. I never have guests on, so I don't ever have to do that kind of stuff. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. If this turns out good and is worth, I will come back on if you guys want to see. Everybody knows how to make a cream cheese frosting. I don't need to show that, but I will be back probably in a little bit on my main channel later tonight to discuss the girls and the call to action. If I don't see you for the rest of the day and you're traveling for Easter or spending time with your family or friends or whatever, hope you have an amazing holiday. I will post. Remember, the recipe is posted in community tabs of both pages for these cakes. I will post pictures and everything when it's done and tell you guys how it goes. If you have any questions about the cheesecake, the No Bake Cheesecake, let me know. I can repost that too. There's a lot of recipes posted on this page in the community tab for those that are, hey, Woodrake, I'm just getting out of here. But I will meet you guys over at Kathy's. Kathy P is live. She is reviewing the craziness that's been going on over here. So I will see you guys over there. Thank you for joining me. Thanks, Britt, again, for coming up and hanging out with me. I hope you guys have an amazing Easter. See you later. You want to say bye?
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.